Which part? Hold on. Yeah, I'm just putting on some deodorant. The shower. Sometimes I do. I like the salt. I get those salt sticks. I like those. Well, I've been trying different ones because other people who have skin sensitivities and stuff ask questions as to which ones are less irritating or which ones I would use. So far I've tried the native, what was it, Billy. There's a few different ones that have been put out on the market as. I do not like the native deodorants. Those suck and they're really expensive. So far, is actually my favorite one is a men's deodorant, the Method Sea and Surf. It has a really nice fragrance to it. I love it. Alright, hold on 1 second. So which one?
Courageous as you could be and as truthful as you could be. And that's equivalent to discovering, to revivifying your dead father, because you are an ancient creature in some sense, and perhaps one with a spark of divinity inherent in it. But you will never release that unless you're willing to go everywhere that you have to go, because only necessity will call that out of you. And so you can't be happy, you can't be complete without, you can't know what you could withstand. You can't have any proper sense of self-respect unless you know what you can tolerate. And if you avoid everything that you have reason to avoid, but should nonetheless not avoid, you won't know who you are, and then you can't live properly. So
you have said on a number of occasions, and on every occasion that I have watched you say it, not a single person in the panel, you often talk on panels, not one person has ever actually reacted to it. I totally get it. Nevertheless, it's one of the most important things you regularly say. You live as if there is a God. Is that correct?
Well, people ask me if I believe in God. You know, I'm going to release a podcast about that, because I answered that question for about 2 hours in Australia, because people kept asking me that question, which I really don't like. I don't like that question. And so I sat and thought about it for a good while, and I tried to figure out why. And then I thought, well, you believe. I thought.
That part? Yeah, so a lot of people over the years, and a lot of people who have a large platform, have been attacked by the so-called woke mobs, trying to get them to say something off-color, offensive to a certain sex or religion. It's insane. If you look back over the years at Jordan Peterson's documentation, what he's been doing, different people he's interviewed, the son of Hamas is an interesting one. Jocko, yeah, we just posted one from his podcast this morning, actually. He's interviewed him. Or they've had discussions. I don't know if you want to call them interviews, discussions. Done podcasts together. Whatever kind of lingo you want to put to the same thing is fine. Hence why probably a lot of people don't like that question, because if you're an aware person in this world, you know that people have a lot of different meanings to the word God and beliefs. Do I believe in God as in Father, Son, Holy Spirit, creator of all things? As a person, or is it the Son? God our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. I know it gets really old too, and when the same kind of groups and networks that profit from those kind of things and getting people saying things that are racial or off color, yeah, it gets old. And you can see those same networks that have been committing a lot of the fraud and bullshit in our communities. Yeah, didn't he almost go crazy too back? They were harassing him big time. Can remember that, people saying stuff about that. Yeah, we had gone to Canada, was it? Yeah, 2017. But I remember people saying stuff about that, and there was a lot of different investigations going on. And I'm pretty sure he had himself put in a medically induced coma. He was so stressed out. And the meat stuff, remember, like, I think him and his daughter, don't they do, like, full meat? So, like, when you add in the vegan stuff with vaccines, how that's connected to farms and the bovine material. I mean, you start connecting the dots with these networks and how they profit from different things. Are they eating babies? I know, when they get these crazy guys going out, I mean, cutting cows' heads off, Skinwalker Ranch. They need to get their pineal glands, are you sure? I know, it's actually a joke. They're actually doing it. They're actually doing it. No way. Right. I mean, it gets really old, right? Talk about gaslighting. Right, the fact that people don't talk about those things and act all undercover and try to expose who's spying on them, who's demonetizing them, who killed Kennedy. We made jokes about that back in the 90s because of the connections to our family with that. You know, because my dad was, back when he was a kid, was one of the security people for, or the people he was hanging out with were one of the security people. He used to go back down and forth to like Woven, Mass and different areas to the dog races and stuff. Yeah, he used to collect coins under the bleachers. I know he said they took all his coins one day too, because the guy said that he could keep his coins. I think they just wanted to keep him busy. Right, he said he had filled up the whole trunk and they kept it. They didn't realize how much he was going to collect or something. Yeah, sons of bitches. Right. Who knows, right? So yeah, I can remember people coming around and using also my brother trafficking in drugs and the other associations, and then, yeah, the stuff with my sister modeling at such a young age and risky ways. I don't think it was, like, the issue itself, right, the ticket itself. I think it's the behavior and how people kind of ignored the concerns and issues with other things. Right, and I mean that when you're putting a 15-year-old on your shirt, your own daughter in a tiny bikini in a town where there's concerns about child molestation and early teen pregnancy, I can understand people getting pissed about that stuff. I was just a kid. I was pretty young. I know, I tried to say something and a ghost pushed me down the stairs and I fractured my shoulder, so I took my pixie sticks and shut the fuck up. Right. You can only get booed in the ass so many times, you know? Boot your ass from here to Timbuktu. You know that's a real place? I never knew that. Am I there yet? Right. Anyways, yeah, so I really hope the proper authorities step up and do what they're supposed to do here to help our children. Yeah, because I think, too, a lot of people avoid that question because they don't want to offend anyone. They know it's like one of those things you stay away from, right? Like vaccines. Amazing, huh? It's being injected into everybody. Talk about the story of Jesus. How did they learn how to do IVs and injections? Immaculate conceptions. Artificial insemination. Don't you talk to me about AI. Get the fuck out of here. We're just playing. Yeah, anyways, my name's Mary, Augusta, Maine. I have 4 children here. My youngest 2 are in the hands of sick murderers, pedophiles, being protected by fucking monkeys who think they're teaching us a lesson, and it's fun to get a rise out of us by feeding our diabetic son extra hot dogs and joking about how you ignore it when little kids are getting beat up. Yeah, once again, considering what's going on here and the concerns, you might as well put it right on your fucking t-shirt, Papa. Fucking sick and disgusting. The proper authorities need to get our kids away from these fucking sick fucks. Michael Scott Garand, him and his sick fucking mother who have custody of my youngest 2 children who were vaccine injured in 2013, years after dealing with harassment and bullshit from these sick fucking cunts around here, labeling us crazy and dangerous for not vaccinating and that we were going to kill other people and bring back measles. And the private investigator in 2009, Christopher LaJoy, who fucking tried to tell them when he brought up the Mayan and Orion drug trafficking lines, they tried to label him crazy talking about Mayan curses. And you fucking sick fuck marketers around here protecting the fucking sluts who have gone down to Florida and Texas thinking you're protecting lucky ladies and fucking porno stars, you sick fucking pigs. Sell some more fucking vitamins. Goddamn fucking bitches. People need to wake the fuck up and help these kids. These punks are having a joyride and making a lot of money off the abuse of our children and people's disabilities. Not to mention, unsuspecting immigrants who don't speak a very well English. Wake the fuck up. You're welcome. Have a beautiful day. I'm going to be right here. I'm probably, at the moment, let's see, finishing my water here. I think I'm going to refill my water and just have a water. I've already had 2 coffees this morning. If you can't tell, I'm talking a little fast. I know someone asked if I had a second coffee. You were guessing maybe a third. I know you would think so. I think that's just me. I gotta get the juice from somewhere. You're welcome. Yeah, thank you. We did. Yeah, we made a shepherd's pie yesterday and some stuffing. It was really, really good. I slept like a baby. A healthy baby. I slept like a healthy baby.
Who would have the audacity